Hey, welcome back. This is Gayla.
And Richard.
And we're 7th Row, and we sell every stuff, and I'm the 7th.
And I'm the row.
Alright, and we wanted to kind of go over our haul. Excuse my baby here. She's got to be on Mama's lap all the time. We kind of wanted to go over our haul from actually last weekend. We've been doing a lot of reorganizing this week, and a lot of listing and stuff. So we haven't got to listing everything yet. A few of the things we have listed, and they are at our office. So we're just going to kind of go over a few things of what we acquired last week. We went to a couple Goodwills. There was maybe 3 garage sales in town.
Yeah, if that, and they probably could have put all their stuff in the one garage sale.
Yeah, so, you know, this is not garage sale season, but we live in Texas, so there are a few here and there. So we just kind of wanted to go over our haul and kind of let y'all see, you know, what we got, what we paid for it, and what we estimate that we're going to make profit on it, or what it's listing for at this time. So, you want to start? You want me to start?
You start, because we're missing the one, the sewing machine.
Oh, okay. All right. So first off, sorry, I got everything piled right here. Richard found this. This is a Sunbeam, and it is a dog biscuit maker. And if I can figure out how to open it. And it looks brand new. It's still got the paper in it. It has been used, but this is actually going for, and I had to make notes, y'all. I can't remember all this. This is going for about $25 plus shipping, and I think we paid maybe $1 for this at a garage sale. And so, since it has been used, he'll probably make his dogs outside some biscuits, and maybe Miss Maya a biscuit or two. And check it out, try it out. We'll get it all cleaned up first, and then clean it up again, and we'll post it on eBay. Alright. So I feel like I'm doing everything here. Second thing is this Singer vintage, probably actually antique, button holder. And it's old. It's got all the pieces in it. Oh, sorry. Sorry, y'all. It's got all the pieces with it. It's an old button holder in the case. And I looked up comps on this. This was in, we probably maybe have $1 or less into this. I can't remember all the prices right now. But this is actually going for $25 plus shipping. So that's not a bad profit. You can turn $1 into $25. You know, I'll take that all day long. I'll go ahead and let you show your it's right there.
This and
yeah.
Okay, just
whatever
because
you want to do. I'm
a tool guy, and you know, like to do woodworking and stuff like that. Found a vintage Craftsman 23-inch hand plane. We'll clean it up because I like power tools more than hand tools. So, you know, found this. We ended up spending a total of like $45 total at this garage sale. I'll show you what we paid up for next. So I know I got probably $4 into this. In this condition on eBay, I found it for $25, and in not completely brand new, but you know, oiled and you know, taken care of condition, upwards of $60. So I mean, that's a pretty good profit. It will be heavy to ship, so.
But we're not afraid of that.
Let her figure all that out.
Yeah, we'll figure that part out. We're not afraid of that. We've learned. We're not pros at shipping, but we have learned a lot about shipping. Shipping was my biggest nemesis when we first started reselling. If you're new to reselling, learn your shipping. Ask somebody, watch YouTube videos, preferably ours, and we'll do a shipping video if you want us to. But, you know, learn your shipping. That's probably going to be, you know, just want to throw that out there. That's probably going to be one of the hardest things in the reselling part. You can find stuff all day long, find the prices, sell it, you know, post it, sell it, but making sure you have the right shipping and you're not losing money is very important, and it's really easy to do. So speaking of shipping, little story, my very first thing that I ever sold on eBay was a little wooden puzzle set, new in package. I was so excited. I made a sale, went up, you know, did my label, did it through eBay, measured it, put in the weight exactly. But by the time I got to the post office, I was so afraid that I did it wrong. And it was not a big ticket item anyway. You know, after my fees, I was probably making about the same as the shipping. So what I did when I got to the post office, I asked him, I'm like, do I have the correct postage on this? And of course the post office lady was not being very helpful, and she's like, well, I don't know. So I went ahead and paid for postage again. So I lost money on my very first sale. So study on your postage, and you know how to ship and what to ship in. There are ways to cut back on your shipping cost, you know, and that's a whole nother video, but I did kind of want to touch on that for new resellers, because that is something important. A lot of people jump into, you know, we know a couple people that have jumped into it and then have called us and been like, how do I ship it? I'm like, do you have a box? No. So those are things that are very, very important when you first start, or throughout the whole thing, of course, but when you first start, you want to make sure you have your boxes and you know how to do the shipping through eBay or Pirate Ship or wherever you're going to do that through, and make sure you have your accurate dimensions. Am I talking too much? I'm being a chatty Cathy. Sorry. But anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about, and we'll go over that a little bit later on. And but go on.
Okay, like I said, you know, at that one garage sale, we did pay up for this. It's a Remington Portable Model 5, 1932 is what we figured the date out to be on this. We did pay up, like I said, we paid $40 for this, but, and comps on this sold as is, non-working, which this one is working. The keys all move. Do have to do some cleaning to it, but in non-working condition, sold comps on this are around $125 plus shipping, and in working condition, we're looking at possibly making $250 plus shipping on this. So, like I said, did pay up for it, but still got it at a great deal, whether it's working or somebody else is going to make it work.
She actually wanted $50 for that, and then you brought the tools in,
Yeah.
and she did a bundle deal for $45, I think, for all of it. So, I mean,
made in the USA, Remington vintage typer.
it's really cool. I'd love to have it sitting somewhere, but you know, I'm a reseller, so we're gonna sell it. We are gonna sell it. So, I wanted to go over this. This is a Harry Potter Seen It. I was at the Goodwill. This was $1.99. I opened it up. I know y'all can't see this, but I'm fixing to pull stuff out.
You want to turn
And-
the camera down?
No, it's okay. Had all the paperwork. Board was nice and crisp. And then I noticed that all of the cards were still sealed. And of course the Goodwill was closing, and if you've ever been to the Goodwill and they're closing, they want you out. They don't, all the little pieces are here, so I'm thinking, oh man, I got this great, new open box Harry Potter set, and I knew one of them went for quite a bit of money, but I didn't know it. I couldn't remember at the time which one did. It's not this one. It's the smaller boxed one that goes for more money. But, I mean, I didn't even have time to look up comps in the store. So I'm like, new, $1.99, can't lose. I know I can make $20-25 on it at least. And then when I get home and I get ready to post it, I notice that it only has one die with it. It's missing a die. But I can probably actually make more money on this parting all the pieces out, especially since they are new in the package. I know that these little, you got your little Quidditch ball and your train and Harry's owl and the little sorting hat. And I know those sell for, like, I think I looked them up, I think they were like $12 plus shipping just for those 4 little pieces. That's not including the sealed package stuff. So sometimes don't let that deter you. If you get something home and you notice something's missing on it, part that thing out. Take it apart, look up the different parts. That was the box. That was not Alexa. That was the box. But you know, look at that. Don't just throw it in the trash. You know, you can redonate it. That's fine. But look up the individual pieces and parts also, because a lot of times with things like this and other things, you can make more money parting it out. You know, it takes a little more time.
Because if you have a board game, you know you've lost pieces to it. You know, you'd rather spend a couple bucks on one piece to get your board game back together instead of having to buy a whole new board game. So, I mean, that goes for toys, games, you know. Just because it's missing pieces or broken something, there's always somebody out there who will want it. You just put it on and you have to wait for that certain person to want it. And
It's kind of like we talked about with the G.I. Joes.
yeah.
You know, in the previous video.
Yeah. Even broken ones, people want legs, arms, and heads.
Yeah. So, and like I said, this was not a good sourcing weekend. He's got a few more things, and then we'll go on to other ways to source. So,
Okay.
Richard did get a new.
I did get me a new hat. He'll be seen in a upcoming video.
I still have the same hat on. I mean, I took it off and washed my hair, but I do still have the same hat on.
Whether you needed to this week or not.
Exactly.
What we did find at one garage sale
His
are
hat's in there too.
Woody with his hat. His pull string kind of works. Kind of works. Probably just needs to be a little bit longer. But picked him up because, you know, you can sell just the hat and then sell Woody as broken, but not. Is he a vintage toy?
Yes.
He is a vintage toy.
He is from the original
So,
Woody.
yeah, his original Toy Story Woody. You found him.
Rex.
There. Mr. Potato Head. He does have other pieces in the box. I'm just not going to dig them all out. And of course.
I got a snake in my boots. My son just looked at me like I was stupid.
That's why we don't have any friends.
That's why we don't have any subscribers.
But can't have Woody without having Buzz Lightyear. And beyond.
And beyond.
And picked up just because. Oh.
Oh, his ear's missing.
And little Woody.
Sorry.
That's what she said, Woody.
He's got your wing on.
And Imaginext toys. We've got 4, 5 boxes of Imaginext play sets that we're still looking for little figures. So every time we garage sale or source at Goodwill, I'm always on the hunt for the figures because, you know, even one figure can go for good money. Brainiac, I know he goes for like $16, and he ain't no bigger than that. What, 2 inches? So.
And we bought all these toys at one garage sale for $3.
Yeah, she was wanting like 25 cents a piece for them.
So we just lotted them all up, and she sold them to us for $3 for all of that. So there's definitely room with toys. Even if you buy them by the bucket, ask them, what will you sell, so I don't have to dig, what will you sell this whole bucket for? And a lot of times, they're just ready to get rid of that stuff, and they'll sell it cheap. She had really good prices at her garage sale anyway. It was cold outside, you know, and it wasn't a big, busy garage sale, and I think they were moving or something. And so,
A cowboy without his hat is like a yodel without
he's
a
working.
heel.
Yay, that's more money. That's like $50 now. So, anyway, that's kind of really all we found garage selling last weekend. But I did want to go over a couple other things. My dog's going to freak out when I move. There's other ways to source. We're driving down the road last week, and we're right around the corner from our house, and sitting right by the road, and I'm not ashamed at all. Sitting right by the road is this vintage. Turn it around here. In good shape. I still need to clean it up a little, but even on the inside, it still has the tray in good condition. And this is the Samsonite Silhouette
And
set.
still has that
Vintage smell.
elderly smell.
Anyway, so, and I know this one is going for about $50. And I just got out of the truck and grabbed them. They were out there to be picked up and taken. Also, this one. And the insides are immaculate. It looks like, you know, they're not stained up. You know, I looked at comps on some, and there's some comps on there on eBay for outrageous amounts, like $200 for the set.
Okay, so
And they're all duct taped up. I mean, these I still need to clean them up, of course.
they don't have the key. But
Yeah, they do not. I haven't looked in all the pockets. There may be a key in there. But, you know,
I'll still have that new old Samsonite vintage
and they're hard case.
luggage.
And I think what I'm going to do with these,
And since they're not broken and destroyed, they obviously have not been on a recent flight in a plane.
no, because that would have happened the first time. So they were used probably back when, you know, they respected your property. But anyway, so that was a cool little find on the side of the road. And what I think I'm going to do with that, since we do sell on Facebook Marketplace also, is I think I'm going to post it on Facebook Marketplace for maybe $100 and give it about a week, see what happens, see if I get any interest. If not, then I'll decide if I want to post them on eBay as a set for about $150 or individually for around the same amount. Shipping would be crazy on these. That's why I'm going to try Facebook Marketplace first. You know, avoid my fees and everything else. And maybe someone around here is just nostalgic and would want this set.
Yeah, because like with vintage luggage, it's crazy. Your cat's totally jacking the camera.
Stop.
A lot of car meets, and they have, you know,
This is kitten.
that's kidding.
That's kitten.
They have, you know, vintage cars, old Mustangs, old Camaros, you know, old Ford Fairlanes. You know, a lot of people would put something like this in the trunk of the car or the back seat, you know, just to add even more nostalgia to it, because, you know, this off blue, green, teal, that just screams vintage. So, you know, put it in an old vintage car, it just adds more authenticity to it and more of a coolness factor.
Yeah. And if you see something by the side of the road, don't be afraid to pick it up. What's his name? Taco Stacks or something?
Taco Stacks.
Watch him. I mean, the dude makes a killing off of this stuff. You know, I'm not afraid to get in a dumpster and dumpster dive. I'm not afraid to pick something up. I mean, I have no shame. That's just all there is to it. But basically, other than a few little tchotchke items, that is really all we found last weekend with the Goodwills. We went to 2 different Goodwills, a thrift store, and 3 garage sales. And that's about all we found because, of course, the Goodwills were picked through because there was no garage sales and there's other resellers in our area. You know who you are because you get all the video games and you are subscribed. So I know you're watching, Chris. But anyway, there are other ways, you know, to source. And we've got some other stuff to show you. And I wanted to say, let people know what you do. Let people know that you're a reseller. Because when they have things to get rid of that to them are trash or just in their way or whatever, they're going to reach out to you. And they're going to say, hey, I got all this stuff. Do you want it? Well, you know, maybe not everything is worth reselling on eBay as far as the monetary value. It's not like they're giving you their trash, but for the monetary value. But you go through and you will find, and they're giving you this stuff free. Let people know what you do. Don't be ashamed of it. I mean, we're hardworking. We hustle. we work during the weekends. You know, we work at night. We work all hours. I mean,
and also provide them a service. You know, if all this was going to the Goodwill, you know, and they offer you, hey, you want to come get this? It's like, sure, I'll come get that, but you know, we'll take that to Goodwill for you. That way they don't have to make a special trip and you're not cherry picking their stuff and then still making them have to go to Goodwill. Just offer it to them. You know, it's like, hey, you know, thanks for letting me look. I mean, we'll take the rest of this for you to Goodwill. That way it saves you, like I said, it saves you a trip into town and, you know, plus gives you a reason to go to Goodwill.
or Tyler Thrift in our case.
No, or Tyler Thrift.
Which we're going to do a video on Tyler Thrift one of these days. Our favorite thrift store. They're amazing. But anyway, so that day after we went garage sailing into the Goodwills, you know, we were kind of bummed. We didn't find a lot. And I get this phone call. And it's my sister, and she's like, hey, what are y'all doing? I got some stuff to get rid of. Y'all want to come out for some fajitas and a bonfire? So, we're going to go on to that part, and we're going to see what my sister gave us and how much money we can make off of what she gave us to sell to get out of her way. So, when all else fails, on a not-so-good sourcing day at garage sales when it's cold in Texas, what do? Oh, sorry. You wait for your sister to call and say she's got some stuff for you to sell, and she's building a bonfire and making fajitas. So you run to her house, you jump in the golf cart, and you go to a bonfire, and you go sourcing at your sister's house.
Hey, I'm her sister.
That's Barbie, my sister.
And we're
There's
at a bonfire.
Richard, Kent, and Wayne.
Say hi.
You're going to be on YouTube, Wayne.
Hey.
Hey! All right, so we're going to chill at the bonfire, then we're going to go back and go through my sister's house, and I'm going to find some stuff I can sell.
Yes.
Okay, so we go to my sister's house. Got a big giant bonfire built, which y'all just seen. And she had some stuff, so me and her ran back up to the house, and she showed me, you know, what she had. This is one of the things that she had, and this is a antique Singer sewing machine. I don't know the year. Do you remember the year?
No, I do not.
I want to say that she said...
We can look it up.
Yeah, we can look it up. But anyway, it is an antique. It's not just vintage. It is an antique. And Richard looked up the comps for it. And it does usually come with some other pieces. Maybe some other feet and stuff. I don't know anything about... I failed home ec. I don't know anything about sewing.
Yeah, there's different pieces that go down in that area that it didn't have. Did come with a foot control pedal and
Electric
wall plug. You know,
and a plastic cover that goes over it, dust cover.
yeah, the dust cover and handle carrying case that went with it.
It works all the way.
Yeah, works all the way, and I can't remember what it was now. It was like 100 and
Without all the extra pieces.
without all the extra pieces, it was still
Like 100 and...
like 100 and a
40.
quarter.
Yeah,
And
something,
with pieces,
something in that area.
150.
With shipping.
Yeah, and you know, she had a bunch of knickknacks and stuff that like I said, we told her we'd take them to Tyler.
I still haven't even gone through those. There may be some stuff in that
But,
too.
she gave us this, so it's free money.
He did give her one of the planers he bought at that garage sale with the typewriter and the other planer because she spotted it and she had to have it. So that and we got some great fajitas and anyway. So she also gave us this. This actually belonged to my nephew. It was probably played with once or twice.
1997 Daytona 500 NASCAR by Lifelike Racing. All there. A couple little broken guardrail pieces. Nothing
Nothing you
too
wouldn't
major.
expect with a played with
It's
track.
from 1997.
And it was comping out at
I've
about...
got broken pieces and stuff that don't work right, but
Me too, because I'm old. But it was comping out at about 60 to 70 plus shipping.
yeah.
With all the pieces, and all the pieces are there, and it's working fine. So, that's a lot of money that was just given to us because she's getting rid of stuff.
Yeah.
Let people know.
It would have ended up at Goodwill or
Tyler Thrift.
Tyler Thrift, and you just seen it, somebody else having it on eBay for sale.
Yeah.
And then there's also just brother-in-law's got a
He sold it to my brother. Rick came down from Illinois and bought it.
Oh.
Because they're getting a bigger one for the grandkids. The grandkids
he
come right in.
had a '04 Rhino. He was upgrading pieces and replacing stuff that was wore out, so he bought a set of axle shafts, which once he got them, he tried to put them on and they were a little bit too big. Well, he's also a firebug and likes fire, so he burnt the original boxes, so couldn't return them in original packaging. And he did install them. That's when he realized they were a little too long. So got with the company, bought another set, and had these laying in his garage. You know, said he would, you know, we list them, we'll work out something. So another, you know, put in the time to do a little looking on them, make sure I'm giving the right information, and another freebie 50, 60, 70 bucks because we got a pair of them. You know, give him a little bit minus our fees on our time, and then
Barbie said just take them, but
Yeah.
Kent said we'll work something out.
Yeah.
But it's okay. That's fine. I don't mind doing that. You know, especially with family and good friends. You know, if they have something that's worth a lot of money and we sell it, I mean, even if we split the profit on all of this with them, we're still making good money
but
on this stuff.
one thing you do have to be aware of is it's not going to be an even split because you can't evenly split it and give them half because you have to remember the fees come out, the shipping comes out, plus you're going to be taxed at the end of the year for what you made.
And plus your shipping supplies
So,
and
I mean,
all of that. So after all of that,
take into
then
consideration.
you figure out what
yeah.
your percentage of your split is going to be if you decide to do a consignment. We wouldn't do it for just everybody because it is a lot of work and we have a lot of stuff that we post. But you know,
There's a
something
lot
like
of stuff
that.
that we have that we don't post.
Yeah, true. But you know, that's something. You know, she's like, take this stuff. And, you know, y'all will get to meet her. She is so excited to be on the videos with us. Her name is Barbie, and his name is Kent, and I know they'll be watching this, and I want to thank them for this stuff, because, you know, they know what we do, and they're like, instead of taking it to Tyler Thrift, you know, we want y'all to have it, make some money off of it. This is your business. And, you know, it's family, it's friends, and sometimes friends are family, too. You know, so don't be afraid to let people know what you do, and don't be afraid to say, hey, if y'all ever have anything you want to get rid of, I'll haul it off for you if you don't mind me seeing if there's stuff I can sell or whatever. Don't be ashamed of that. This is our business. You know, businesses do that kind of stuff all the time, barter system, you know, and you know, if they needed something, we'd do anything for them. So, you know, it's kind of that barter system, and you know, people just want to get rid of stuff and get it out of their way. So you can actually make money that way too. You know, sourcing hasn't been great. It worked out that day, you know, she just happened to call and we were bummed because sourcing wasn't good. But we had a great time. Big bonfire, cold night in Texas, couple cold drinks, and some good fajitas and some good company and lots of laughs, and we had a great time. And on that note, I think we're done with this video.
Yep.
And we'll be back. We're going out tomorrow. He's going to test out a new camera. And we're going to try to video. There may be a couple garage sales. It's been kind of rainy and nasty here in Texas past week. But if we find a couple garage sales, he's going to film. And we're going to go to some Goodwills. I think my sister might meet up with us if she gets up early enough. So, we'll see. But anyway. But we'll see y'all next time. And thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe.
Like and hit that.
Like.
Yeah, I might have to get closer.
Richard made me this on his friend's 3D printer tonight. So, y'all hit that thumbs up button and hit that notification bell. And keep watching. We're just going to keep getting better. Well, we're going to get better. Not that we got better yet. But we're going to get better at this. And videos are going to get better. They're going to get educational. We are going to do some product reviews. We're going to do some educational stuff. We've got a lot of stuff planned for this channel. So, y'all keep watching and watch us grow. Watch us learn. Learn with us. And thank you for watching, and we will see y'all next time.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all. That's a bonfire. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, and like. Hit that thumbs up. Thank you. 7 throw out.